everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. Today's video I'm doing this look right here using mostly Makeup by Polly products, which I'm super excited to show you and talk to you about and give my opinions and everything like that on. So if you'd like to see how I got this look right here, plus my thoughts on Makeup by Polly's products, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on my social media pages. I am shivonmakeupbiz on everything. I'd really appreciate it. And let's just carry on into the video. So I'm just going to jump straight into kind of the products that I purchased. So it was across the Black Friday time and she was having a huge sale. She was doing 50% off. I believe she's actually doing that now, and if she is at the time of posting this video, I will mention that in the description box or on the screen or something like that. So during those sales, she was doing a 50% off and I was like, I've kind of been eyeing up her products for a long time, so why not now? A perfect time. And yes, that was 2 months ago, but we're doing it now. And the products aren't limited edition or anything like that, so I hope this review is helpful. So when the products arrived, they came in like a normal packaging bag, and then inside was this plastic kind of clipper bag so you can do it back up. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't like the excess plastic. I feel like this is a bit of a waste and I would still enjoy the products without this plastic. This isn't me bashing Polly or her brand or anything like that, and I will get into like how I feel about the makeup products in a bit. It's just my constructive criticism. If I was to change anything, I would just reduce the amount of plastic that is used, because for me personally, like, I don't keep product packaging. I like to take it out the packaging, clean it, and then put it away in my makeup collection. I don't keep like outer packaging, and I wouldn't keep something like this. So all this will end up doing is just going in the bin, which is just a bit of a waste of plastic. So for me, I'm just going to get that straight out of my kind of feelings. And also the eyeshadow pigments are this small, which is fine. That's kind of the size of pigments, of course, and they are 3 grams of product. But when do you ever finish your pigment? Pigments last forever, which is fine. The size of the pigment is perfect, but they also came in these extra plastic clippy bags which can't be recycled. There's no recycle sign on them. At least my recycling people won't take these away, so these will just have to go in the bin and I won't reuse these for anything. And then they were in this plastic bag. So I just feel like maybe my only big piece of constructive criticism is just to reduce the amount of plastic packaging. These would have been absolutely fine in like a tiny little cardboard box if you wanted to protect them from opening or anything like that. Same with the actual products themselves, just tissue paper would have been absolutely fine. So that, I just wanted to get that out off my chest to start off with. It's not me going, I think this is awful, don't buy, because no, it has not put me off. It's just something that I was a bit like, oh, I feel like a bit too much plastic. But constructive criticism, we'll get into the products. So I picked up the palette right here, which looks like this, and this is the warm burgundy palette, because when I was checking it, it doesn't have warm burgundy on the palette, so I couldn't remember what it was called, but it's the warm burgundy palette with 9 eyeshadows. She sells it for £25, which I actually think is a reasonable price. The pan sizes are huge compared to like a normal size palette, so you do get a lot of product, and then sometimes I got it for 50% off, so it was £12.50, so I think that's an absolute bargain. And this is something that I would use kind of like on an everyday basis if I just kind of wanted like a fail-safe palette, your everyday palette, that kind of thing. You've got a good variety of shades, and I think the colour choice in the palette is beautiful. You've got some really nice like warm kind of orangey peach shades, some bronzy shimmer, little like pale pink shimmer, some brown tones, some like more like champagne shimmers. So yeah, I think this is a really good overall selection of colours, and definitely if you are a working makeup artist, is something that you would kind of put in your kit and you would use on a regular basis. So I think this is really good, and it also does come with a decent mirror as well. Ooh, you got it up my top, we're all good. That is, it doesn't make your face like distorted or anything, so the mirror is nice as well. And I like the simple packaging. I'll do a close-up shot for you now because you might not be able to see it because I film in a small space, so I have to have big lights. So you might not be able to see it, but it's kind of like an off-white colour, I would describe it as, with Makeup by Polly in a rose gold font across the middle. So nice and simple, nice and chic, and I do like the packaging and the overall colour kind of story, I guess. And I really am a big fan of these big pans. I'm a fan of the pans. well done. We have these eyeshadow pigments. You obviously will hear about how I actually got on with the eyeshadows later on in the video. But for the pigments, I got the shades Cinnamon Spice and Coconut Frosting. So Coconut Frosting I wanted to put in my inner corner, which I do have here, and then Cinnamon Spice I have on the lid there. I have been out in the snow, just to bear that in mind. Well, snow, hail. So Cinnamon Spice is something that I would draw towards, so I picked this one, which reminds me a lot of MAC's Copper Sparkle Pigment. It's really pretty actually. So I've got this one here, and then Coconut Frosting, which I thought would be perfect for the inner corner. And these are £9. So again, a really affordable, good price. And I feel like a pigment is something that's really useful to have. You can mix it into other things as well. So for example, if you wanted like a nice sheen in your foundation, you could actually mix a little bit of that into your foundation. Little tip. You can use these as highlighters. Obviously you can use them as eyeshadows. You can mix them with mixing liquid and use it as like a liner through the crease. Pigments are so versatile. Sometimes I forget how versatile they are, and I do think I should use them more. But yeah, I am very excited to kind of show you how I got on with these. I've got the shades Cinnamon Spice and Coconut Frosting. I've got her website up on my laptop so I can kind of run you through it, because I've realised sometimes during review videos I forget to go over the prices. So there are also the shades Golden Syrup, which is a gorgeous golden bronze kind of colour. I wouldn't say it's properly gold, it's like golden bronze in the photo. It's gorgeous, but I just feel like I kind of have it, so I wanted to try the cinnamon one, but that is definitely gorgeous. The shade Angel Cake, which is like a soft rose gold shade, Caramel Cookie, which I believe if you go on the salon's Instagram page, so I didn't really go into this in the intro, she's an amazing businesswoman, so, and I actually met her a few times. I don't know if you remember, but she's so lovely. So hi if you're watching this. So she owns a salon, makeup line, she's an influencer, makeup artist, amazing total girl boss. But on the salon Instagram page they tend to use this pigment quite a lot on clients. It's in the shade Caramel Cookie, which is like a beautiful, it's like another golden bronze colour, similar kind of on the pictures to Golden Syrup, but almost a little bit lighter in comparison. Maybe I'm completely getting this wrong, but that's just how I look at it. The website's images are really good as well, because they're a closed kind of eye shot. If you hover over the pigment, so you can actually see the shades really well, which is good. And I do appreciate that when it comes to looking at pigments and things. You just want a one eye swatch, don't you? Then Cinnamon Spice, which I have. Candy Sugar, which is really beautiful. It's like a purpley pink colour, something I would definitely draw towards. I love my purples. So those are the pigments, and they retail for £9. Nice handy little pot there. Then we have a Jewel Illuminator highlighter. This was £20, but I paid £10 for it with the 50% off sale, and this is in the shade Jewel. So she does another shade which is called Crown, if I remember rightly. I think it's called Crown. I was on the website for a long time, so I kind of remember the names at this point. Let me try and find it. Yeah, it was called Crown, which is a bronze tone. I kind of wish I got the bronze one, because I'm going to probably use this more as a base under my foundation than an actual highlighter, just because I prefer powder highlights personally, but I do love popping these under foundation. I also love to put it on the chest, but obviously it's super cold here and I have a dress that's right up to my neck, so there's no point putting it on my neck, but that's what you would use it for a night out, like across the collarbones, the shoulders, make it gleam down the shins of the legs. Ooh, so pretty. But I do wish I got the shade Crown for under my foundation, but it does still definitely work on my skin tone. This is what it looks like. It's a really nice packaging. It's like a frosted kind of glass with a pipette. Did have to squeeze it a few times to get it going, but mix it around, but absolutely fine. And it's a really nice consistency. I popped it on top of my cheeks. You can see the sheen, and I always feel like if you can see a sheen on camera in front of these huge lights that I film with, then it's a good highlighter. And I was really impressed about how it went on top of my foundation, because I find that liquids can go a little bit funny on top of foundation sometimes, and once you've set it with powder and everything like that. So yeah, I like that, and I actually do think £20 is a very reasonable price. I think £20 for me is where I would set that benchmark. I wouldn't go any higher, but yeah, I would say yeah, £20 is a good price. So you've got Jewel and Crown, and I have Jewel, which is the more champagne gold. Really nice packaging as well, nice and simple, looks very professional. Next up I have the lipstick that I am obviously wearing, which is called Baby Doll, which is this pink colour right here, and I actually feel like pink lips are very underrated. Like, I love a nude, always wear a nude, but I do love a pink, soft pink lip, and Baby Doll is a perfect name for it. She also has a shade called Sweetie Pie, which is a more like, I want to describe it as like a bubblegum pink, like a Barbie pink, I don't know. It's another pink shade. Kind of reminds me of that Nicki Minaj lipstick, if anyone remembers from back in the day. I'm just going on the lipstick section. So she has 4 shades. Birthday Suit, which on the website, it kind of looks a bit purple, and I think it might be the lighting, because in the photo of the lipstick, it's definitely more of a nude tone. Creme Brulee, which is more of like a nude. I don't know why I didn't pick that one, because that one looks gorgeous. Baby Doll and Sweetie Pie, which is very, very light. So I've got kind of like the second lightest lipstick that she has. This is so light on the lips. I don't feel like I've got anything on. I've gone out, I've eaten McDonald's, and I've come back to film the rest of this video because I was really strapped for time earlier on. You'll kind of see that if you watch the rest of the video, and it stayed on the whole time. I've only had to touch up right in the center, where obviously I was eating like greasy chips and drinking my drink and eating my vegetable deluxe meal, and it's lasted a really long time. It is nice, super lightweight, doesn't feel like thick and sticky. Can move my lips all around. They're not sticking together, which is a really good sign, and I like it. It's nice and small in a good way, so it's not like super long. It's not going to fit in a makeup bag. Yeah, really, really like this. And I also feel like at some point I will go ahead and purchase the shade Crown from the Dual Illuminator, and then also the Creme Brulee liquid lips, and then the, what was that pigment called again? Caramel Cookie. I will definitely go ahead and purchase those at some point because they look lovely, and now trying the other products, I'm more open to trying more products. Finally, I have some lashes. So obviously there's going to be no lashes in this box because I am wearing them. They are in the style Caitlin. I have trimmed them. I did trim them a little bit too far in, but to be honest, they really, really work at kind of like giving me that more almond shaped eye, which is my favourite type of lash to wear. The box, by the way, gorgeous. Love this image of her. She's absolutely stunning, and I have met her in real life, and she is as stunning in person and as lovely. Always a good thing. So it has her details on the back. These are the faux mink style, and then it says flutter those lashes with Love Polly on the inside. I'll hold it down, you can kind of see there. And then the lashes are just sitting in this case right here. And I like lash boxes like this because they're nice and sturdy. They're not like, they don't have the window there, so you're not going to like dent it or anything. So I do like a cardboard lash box. Also, not that we're going traveling anytime soon, but say if you are in the future post-COVID going to stay at someone's house or going to a hotel or something like that, you can take the plastic bit that holds the lashes that came with it out and just use this to store your lashes. So if you're someone who wants to reuse lashes on a trip, take them off, obviously peel the glue off, and then use this as a lash storage case. Little tip. I love these kind of lash boxes. These are my favourite, I think. That's all the products that I picked up. Oh, and the lashes were... They are in the style Caitlin. Did I mention that? Yes, I did. And they are £8, which is a really, really good price. They are such good quality. I love these. They're super long on the outer corner. Definitely recommend them. I haven't tried the other styles. I feel like they look a little bit more natural to the Caitlin ones. Oh, they've got another style called Shannon, which looks beautiful as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you the tutorial review kind of thing and how I get on with these products and create this look. I think that's it. I just love how many girl bosses and women power queens are in the world right now, like taking the beauty industry by storm. Obviously I'm reviewing her products, I think just over a year after she launched her brand, so I'm a little bit late to the party, but I do hope this video is useful. I will talk about the products, show close-ups, everything like that. So yeah, Polly, if you are watching, you're really cool. Okay, I really hope you enjoy watching the rest of this video, and let's just jump straight into it. So I've already primed my lids just using the P. Louise base, and I have done my brows with the Pink Honey Wonder Wax in the shade Fudge, just as a heads up. I'm going to just use my Makeup by Polly products in this video just to make it a little bit shorter, but I will list everything else that I have used down below. So to start off with, I'm going to go into the Makeup by Polly. I will do a close-up shot for you now just so you can kind of see the packaging. This is the Makeup by Polly eyeshadow palette. I don't think it has a name on it, but this is what it looks like inside. So the pans are really big, which I'm a massive fan of, and I guess this is more targeted towards your everyday kind of warm smoky eye, warm neutrals kind of palette, which I do actually really like. Even though I do like my bright eyeshadow palettes, I think it is ideal to have a staple, and I think for an everyday palette the fact that the pan size is so big is amazing. So we're going to create a reasonably quick kind of glam look today. I'm hoping to actually shoot some fashion photos later and and I've probably got another like hour and a half of daylight before it's dark, so we're gonna try to be quick. So I'm gonna start off by taking, I'm actually gonna start off by, I kind of want to dip into the orange, but I feel like I might leave that for now. So I'm gonna take this peachy shade right here. Please ignore my nails, I had to take them off, lockdown life. But I'm gonna take this peachy shade right here and use that as my first transition. I'm just gonna start with a Morphe M433, which is kind of like a standard smallish blending brush. I'm just going to go into this peachy shade right here. Just make sure there's no creasing on the lid, and just going to start by wiggling this into the crease. It's a nice peachy shade, and take that all the way through to the inner corner. I actually really like that. And I'm looking up close, it's a really beautiful blend. Okay, I think I'm actually going to leave it like that for the kind of blending. So I actually have two pigments from her brand. I have the shade Coconut Frosting, which I will show you a close-up of in a second, and then also Cinnamon Spice. And I kind of feel like I just want to put Cinnamon Spice pigment all across the lid and then Coconut Frosting in the inner corner. There are obviously shimmers in the Eyeshadow palette as well, but I kind of want to test out the pigments more. So I'm just going to go into these bags. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the Cinnamon Spice pigment, which looks like this. I'm not going to bring this, like, open it now because it will just go everywhere, but I will do a close-up shot of this for you on the screen for you to see. It looks like a super copper sparkle pigment, like the MAC one, which I'm excited about. I kind of want a tacky base for the pigment. I don't want a super sharp cut crease, but I'm just going to take a little bit more of my P. Louise base and just pop it onto the lid, but just like right on this lid area, but the tiniest amount because I don't want it to be super sharp. Like, I'm literally taking a dot of the P. Louise base, split in half on both eyes. I'm just going to tap that very gently just onto the lid where I kind of want the pigment to be most concentrated, but I am really tapping that in because I don't want this to be super sharp, which goes against most things that I do when it comes to makeup, but it's the kind of look I fancy doing today. I'm just going to take the brush that had the dark brown and just tap right over this edge so it's a little bit softer. Pop it on. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and my Urban Decay setting spray. Spritz the brush a couple times. It just helps to like pick up the pigment. I've loaded up my brush with the pigment and it looks super beautiful. So I'm just going to pop this on top of where we've popped that. Oh, okay, yes, love this. I'm just tapping that across where we've put that base to help it stick. Yeah, that is stunning. Really, really beautiful. I used to love wearing pigments on like nights out, the days that you could go out, just because it's so quick to create a beautiful eye look. Okay, so I'm just tapping that on there. very, very gently, I'm just going to take the brush that had the dark brown and just sweep this through the crease just to soften that edge. Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Happy with that. A little bit more fallout on that side because I went a little bit too heavy-handed, but to be honest, there's barely any specks underneath my eyes, so I definitely could have done my foundation first. Really, really love that pigment. Beautiful. Next up, we've got coconut frosting. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this right on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to take a little Sigma pencil brush, spritz it with setting spray and just pop it on, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Here we go. Just tapped off the excess quite a bit. Ooh, okay, perfect inner corner highlight. I'm now just going to go off screen real quick, pop some liner and mascara on, and we'll be back to talk about the lashes. For lashes, I have the Caitlin lashes. Polly does offer faux mink and mink lashes. I am very against wearing mink eyelashes, and I'm glad that other brands are starting to do faux mink lashes and everything like that. So I picked out a pair of her faux mink style. That was my fault. I picked up the style Caitlin, which look like this. They come in this box. What I do like though is that there's not excess packaging on top of these lashes, if you know what I mean. You have a cardboard and then just this to hold the lashes, so it's not too much, which is good. And I will do a close-up shot of the lashes from my phone now, because obviously they won't look the same when I wear them. So I'm just going to insert the footage that I'm recording right now on my phone to show you these lashes. They're super fluttery and long, bigger at the outer corner, which is my favourite type of lash, and I think these will complement my kind of soft coppery glam look perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on off camera, and I'll be right back. I am back and I've just popped on these lashes. At first I thought I trimmed them a little bit too much, but now I've like actually put them on my eye. They are so nice, and I love how long they are, but they're not like super thick, so you can still kind of see like your eyeshadow underneath, even if you have like slightly hooded eyes like mine. Just kind of making sure my lashes are meshed together. That's the only good thing about not having my acrylics at the moment, is I can actually squeeze the lashes together, make sure they're sticking upwards and not like that. But yeah, they're super nice and fluttery and definitely my style of lash. I definitely recommend these lashes. Okay, so now moving on to the face. I have the Makeup by Polly Illuminator Cream. This is in the shade Jewel. Kind of wish I got the shade Crown, I think it is, her bronzy tone, because I realise I will probably use these kind of products when I have tan on, but I'm going to use it anyway and just see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that all over the skin, kind of as a base, similar to how I would use my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. And I'm going to pop that onto the skin with a Peaches Makeup PC16 brush. Okay, I've just put some onto the pipette and I'm putting it onto my brush. Okay, see how far that little kind of dollop goes. I'm just going to pop this all over the skin. Been loving putting primer and stuff like that on with the brush recently. It just makes me feel expensive. Okay, that's definitely adding like such a glow to the skin, and it will look really nice under my foundation. Even though the foundation I'll be wearing is full coverage, it will still kind of show through. Okay, that's so nice, super glowy, and it's got a little bit of a stick to it, so it'll be good underneath foundation. I'm also going to use it later as my actual highlight, so I will come back to that. As I said, I'm going to just pop all the products I've used in the description box down below for the rest of my face, because I want to try and like tighten up my review videos a little bit. So I'm going to go off camera and come back to highlighter and lipstick. So going to be a little bit of a difference. I shall see you in a second. I am back with basically my whole face done, but the highlighter and my lipstick. I've even done my lip liner just to save a little bit of time. Just as a very quick heads up, I did use the Peaches Makeup Praline lip liner. So I'm now going to pop on my lips. I'm going to finish with highlighter, but I'm going to take the Makeup by Polly Matte Liquid Lips in the shade Baby Doll, which is a nice soft pink. I actually really love a soft pink lip, so I'm going to pop this on and I'll let you know how it feels, because the liquid lipsticks can sometimes feel really sticky, dry, or they can just be amazing. So I hope this is a good one. Doesn't really have like a strong I like that. I really like this makeup look as well. So this is the finished makeup look using Makeup by Polly products. Anything else that I have used I will link in the description box below. That pigment is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I love the Illuminator like under foundation. Like even though I am wearing a very full coverage foundation, I can still kind of see the luminosity coming through, and as my makeup wears throughout the day, it will naturally like come through the foundation, which is really, really nice. As your natural oils kind of blend that together almost, and the lashes are so nice. They really just like open up my eyes in this beautiful like cat eye shape. So yeah, really impressed with the Makeup by Polly products. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means the absolute world. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. Follow me on my social media channels. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything, and thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye.